Coach, thanks. We're about 12 miles south of the future home of the Chargers at the current home of the Chargers, and that's Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. Tonight, we wrap up Week 3 with a good Monday nighter here between the New England Patriots and our home team. As of this morning, summer officially over. It's time for autumn football, and we're underway on EA Sports. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Set 18 Gator.
And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 24-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Operating from the gun, Eason, his throw incomplete.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
3 and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. From the gun, Eason. And it's complete. Henry. A big play there for L.A. 44 yards.
Things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
Back to throw. Eason, incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always making sure no one's holding.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Here is Eckler. Give him 5 yards there, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
37-yard line.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. 2nd and 15. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one. But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Badgley able to punch this one through. Badgley hit from 59 in his rookie season. This one not quite as long, but he shows off that big leg by hitting another from distance. After the made field goal, Badgley back out there for the kickoff. And that'll carry over the... Back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
Brady and the Patriots now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And he'll give it here to his running back. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
And that's one of the reasons we like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now Brady. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys in plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. To throw, it's Brady. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 32-yard line.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
They'll run on 1st down. Swift. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot 1st down. And after his performance last week, everybody saw it. Unbelievable. You can expect a heavy dose of him again, I think.
Without a doubt. I mean, why wouldn't you? Because once you establish yourself that way, it's not just him, okay? It's his offensive line, it's the tight end, it's your wide receivers, everyone now sharing in the load and sharing in the belief that if they do their job, they'll see another performance just like they saw the week before.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10.
I'm coming after you. Cover.
Throwing again. Brady. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Goal 50.
56. Max 56.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come on.
On play action. Now Brady. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. N'Keal Harry, his 1st touchdown of the new season, and the Patriots have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. This one taken from the 7. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
Check. Watch the eye.
Hey, high 7. Get it.
To throw on second down. Eason. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Rashawn Gary. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. Might have a screen soon.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
18 big yards on that one, and a New England first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, watch the ball. Hey, Alabama.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he'll get this up to about the 40. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Check 4, check alert.
On second down, Swift. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
They fake the handoff. Now Brady. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Check it, reload.
Shotgun now for Brady. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Brady's throw on 3rd down there is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
Let's go.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going, and they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10.
Pick me up. Here we go.
On the ground, this is Jackson. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
On 2nd down, this is Jackson. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Eason. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. To throw again, Eason. He's able to find Wallace. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. Looking to throw. Eason, fine work by the Patriot D there, and it's 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Come.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. On the run, this is Jackson. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. You talked about the need for them to establish the run early. They've been able to do that here in the 1st half.
And that means that the whole offense has adopted that attitude and that persona. We're going to take care of this young quarterback. Let's all get together and run it and take the pressure off.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a 1st down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
Going on the ground with Eckler. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
On 2nd down now. It's Jackson, and he stopped immediately there. And now time is called as we've got an injured Charger down there on the field. We'll step aside and come back to Carson after this. From the gun on 3rd down, Eason. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Hunter Henry. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chargers are going to retake the lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
No, 66. Regular.
Throwing again. Brady. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
New England.
Play set. 380. Out. 72. When he hit.
On first down, Swift.
Yeah, baby. Yeah.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Brady. And this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. That one a first down pickup of 8. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Derrick Henry. And he's got this down to the 35. 14 yards is the pickup there and a New England first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? Now a chance to make that encroachment penalty really hurt. 1st and 5. Brady gives this to White. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
Brady on target to Edelman. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Wait, 20.
Check 56.
You ain't going no regular. Hey,
A first down carry for Henry. And he will make his way back to where he started from, and that's all. As we will make our way to the 2-minute warning. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
They can't hang with us.
Hey, hey.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike.
Brady. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. On 3rd and long, it's Brady. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Levante David. 30, past the 20. And he brings this one back. It's a pick-6 and a Charger TD. Here's Badgley now to try to add the PAT. It's good to make it 17-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away. This fielded at the 2.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Brady going to throw. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
He's going to fire one deep left sideline, and that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
Here's Hill on the return.
Come on, man. Let's go.
Take over 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Ready. 10 Nova.
Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got?
Now.
Throwing on 1st down. Eason, and caught by Henry. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the 1st half.
40-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We take it with us.
2nd and 2. He'll get this to Eckler. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football.
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Here's 2nd and 8. He's got a man. That's Keenan Allen. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. And with just 4 seconds left in this 1st half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. Badgley able to knock this one through. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So the Chargers will start the 2nd half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the 3rd quarter.
Come on, baby. Let's go. Get excited. Let's go. Let's go.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick, and he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Running on first down, Eckler. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first. First down, and they stick with Eckler. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it's going to be third down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. From the gun, Eason, and he goes down. It's a Patriot sack.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
And he hits the upright, but it caroms in anyway. Boy, plenty of distance there as he banks it in. And that will swell the lead to 16. The distance was never the question there, but he gets a friendly bounce to carom that thing through the uprights.
Yeah, and when you're trying to hit from 50-plus, you got to expect the ball's going to slide one way or the other. So he's pretty fortunate there that he's able to bank this one in.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time, 1-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They stay on the ground with White. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Wait, check 56. All day.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Oh, what a catch by Edelman. He got 29 yards that time. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there isn't a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
Brady now to throw. Looking for Edelman, and he hits him. It's complete. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Here I come. Hey, 166.
Here's Brady. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Denzel Perryman. Through an opening, and there he goes. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. Badgley on for the extra point. And that PAT pushes the lead up to 23 now. they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now.
Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. Joey Bosa make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
And that's his second sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
They keep it on the ground. White again. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 18 big yards on that one and a New England first down. Obviously an important run to avoid the 3 and out on your own side of the field.
It shows a lot of faith in that offensive unit, doesn't it? That you want to run the ball in that situation. Pick up the first down. Also helps out your defensive guys a little bit too. Allows them to get at least one more series of downs in order to get some rest.
Now Brady gets away with one. Lucky, could have been intercepted, but it falls to the ground. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Brady on the bootleg. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
Now the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They had the double-digit lead at halftime, and they have continued to roll. They're hard to stop right now.
I think what we're seeing is an example of a team that has it figured out in this ball game. And whatever the adjustment. Are the defense is made hasn't slowed them, hasn't phased them at all. They either anticipated them or they've been so far ahead that they just can't catch up.
Now it's just a search to add to the lead. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Operating from the gun, Eason. This is caught by Williams. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for him.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. Second.
Looking to throw on second down. Eason. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. This is taken at the 3. And all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. And picked up by the Chargers. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, L.A. Here's Badgley now to try to add the PAT. And it's no good. No, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Danny Johnson returning, and he's going to be out of bounds here on the return at his own 2-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They'll run on first down. Swift, and he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. The last run got 9. That leaves him with second and a yard. Here's Brady to throw. That's complete to White. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Brady now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's first and 10. Brady's throw there complete to Edelman. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's second and 4. Now Brady. That's caught over the middle by Hurst. And down he'll go at the 25. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Denzel Perryman. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out.
Tighten up, tighten up. Pull it together.
On second down, Eckler. He spins free. About 3 yards there to the 27.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
To throw on third down, Eason. He's got a man open. That's Allen. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it second and 9.
Brings up second and 9.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. 2nd and 9 now. Got a man, it's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22. Yard line.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Ready?
Now it's the backup Rudolph. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Rayshon Jenkins picks it off. This spot in the 4th quarter with that deficit, had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back. And
he's in for a Charger touchdown. Alex Collins, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Chargers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. This will be taken in at the 1. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 20. 24-yard line.
Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Looking to throw again on second down. Rudolph. And some space here. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD. Badgley on for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And fresh off the pick six. They've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
All comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now it's Henry. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on third down. Now it's Rudolph. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Call that a gain of 38. A big march forward on the third down conversion. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll step aside and come back to Carson after this. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by Levante David.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. The Charger drive about to get going. And checking the timeouts. They do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that.
Round 20. They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
A loss of a yard. It's now 3rd and 13.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called